Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. It is Friday. Oh man, didn't think you guys were gonna get an episode this Friday, huh? Nah, we are doing the free August episode. Obviously, you know, I was going to do them the last few weeks, but I just blanked out on it. Don't worry, though. You guys are going to get your free August episode, man. Hopefully, you guys have been having a good week, all that good stuff. Obviously, these are the episodes that we do, you know, I do to kind of market, like, the Patreon as well as our now YouTube membership. So, you know, if you guys enjoy getting, you know, an extra episode and all that kind of stuff, definitely check this episode out. Join the membership, get that exclusive episode. That tier 1 will get you the access to, you know, an episode. Obviously, every single month you guys will be getting a exclusive episode, you know, if you go ahead and join the membership on tier 1. But yeah, man, it's just more content, more of the same. We're obviously going to get into some crazy video reactions, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm excited to get into these videos, into this episode. Obviously, we guys have you guys as scenarios as well. So yeah, man, let's get on into it. Let's just jump right on into the first one. So this one is, I took Shorty on a trip to Miami, and she's talking about I need to pay her what she would have made in a week. Okay.
Took all these days to not work.
You're in Miami.
Okay, I don't care, but I'm not getting no money. I want my check. I want you to pay everything that I'm missing out for.
You're not missing out on nothing. It's an experience. You're in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. She wants me to pay her whole paycheck because I asked her to come on vacation with me.
Yes, that makes the most sense. What are you talking about?
You are
keep
crazy.
saying I'm tripping. No, you need to pay it. You need to give me everything back because even though it's an experience, what are we going to do at the end of the day? I still got bills to pay. I still got this to do. The experience is going to run out.
No,
it's
listen.
going to run out.
So you want me to pay what you would have made in a week?
That's
yes,
crazy.
I want you to pay it all back to me.
And how much is that?
I don't care. It don't
listen,
matter how much.
I pay for your travel.
2,000. Give it to me.
You don't make 2,000 in a week.
I'm telling you.
No, listen.
That's
I pay for
crazy.
your travel, your food, anything. And I bought you 3 outfits for the trip. You're tripping, too.
That's fine, but I want you to pay
tripping.
everything back.
I'm not
Okay,
doing
you
it.
can do that and
no,
pay
you're
back.
tripping. I would never take you anywhere else.
Okay, I
that's
don't
not in
care.
my budget.
I'm
Mr.
still gonna get my money after this, though.
I'm Mr. Budget for it, and I ain't put no money aside for
Okay,
that.
I'm still gonna get it, though.
No.
I took all these days to...
Oh my, bro, I'm gonna say it and say it and say it, bro. Love is dead, and women have killed it for the simple fact that they love money, bro. Alright, this whole idea of like romance and, you know, we love each other and bro, that shit is dead. That shit is dead. The fact that like you can't take your girl out, you know what I mean? You can't take your girl out to a nice trip, do some, pay for everything, and she's still like, bro, you gotta give me more. Like, bruh, absolutely cooked, man. I like, look, dude. This is why a lot of times I never really give guys the advice. Like, you know, when guys do ask me for advice, I don't get asked for like advice all the time. You know what I mean? But when I do get asked, a lot of times I tell dudes, I'm like, bro, try to spend the least amount of money possible and see how she acts. Because the thing is a lot of dudes will spend the most amount of money they possibly can, and they look at it like, oh, it ain't tricking if you got it and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, it ain't about like tricking. It ain't about if you got it. That's not what, I look at. I look at it like, bro, if she can enjoy the smaller things that you're able to do for her, like say, you know, you do like, I don't want to say a bare minimum, but let's say you decide to, you know, take her to like a little spot or just a little activity or something like that, and she's cool with that, you know, and it's like you guys went out, had a good time, she's still texting you, she hasn't ghosted you, none of that shit, you guys are still going strong and everything is good, you get a second date, you guys go on that second date, you know, I look at it like you build up to like big things like this. You don't just like go immediately on this stuff. Why? Because you got the money and you're able to do it. You know, it's just, to me, it's one of those things where it's like, the more you do that, the more it instills in her mind of just like, how much can I get out of this nigga? You know what I mean? Like, what can I get out of him? What can I benefit out of it? That's just, that shit is terrible, bro. I can't stand that. I really can't stand that. I hate that absolutely, because a lot of dudes do this, bro. A lot of dudes think like, okay, since women want money, I'm just going to throw money at them and they'll like me. And it's just like, okay, well, guess what? You're going to throw money at her and then she's going to expect more and more and more and more and more. You know what I mean? And you're just going to be stuck there. And you're going to be wondering like, oh, why is this never enough? Why is it not enough for her? Why is it, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, what the fuck? And that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I don't get the reason why it is that dudes continue to do this. Like, look, bro, I get it. You got it and all this kind of stuff. But again, it's like, if you're trying to make this girl your girl, it makes no sense for you to give her the world immediately. The reason being is because all she's going to do is ask more and more and more. And I think she's just going to like you less and less and less. You know, it's the reason why, like, the whole idea of the bad boy and this and that, like, you know, he was able to take her to Taco Bell and he still got to fuck and all that. You know what I mean? Because this dude looks at it like, I'm giving her the illusion that I got money. I'm giving her the illusion that I got lifestyle. But in reality, I'm just taking this bitch here and there and doing this and that, you know, while she's kind of got the hope that, you know, I'm going to give her more. She's got the thought that I'm going to give her more. And look, you know, if you play your cards right and you're able to show her like, hey, I do have this lifestyle, I do have this, I do have that, but I want to make sure that you're worth it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think she's gonna respect you a lot more in the relationship and understand like, all right, this is a nigga I can't like take advantage of. This is a nigga I can't just, you know, get one over. Because we did a scenario, or not a scenario, but I reacted to a video maybe a week ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, where this dude, he spent $23,000 on a second date for a girl, and all these girls are in his DMs and in his comment section, oh, me next, oh, me, oh, I'd love to date you, all this and that, and he thought that shit was a flex. And everybody's like, bro, that's not a flex. Reason being is because they're only there for the money. So it's like, again, if you're sitting there and you're kind of just giving her the fucking world, bro, that's all she's going to expect out of you. You know what I mean? That's all she cares about at that point. And that's why I say so many dudes are doing this now with the whole pay to play thing and stuff like that. Instead of just being like, oh, you want all this money? You want all this? All right, bro, I'm out. Peace. You know what I mean? Instead of having some goddamn self-respect for yourself, these niggas are just like, no, it's okay. It's all right. It's cool. That's why you see these dudes on fucking 90 Day Fiance and all this other bullshit. You see them on these TV shows and they're like, oh yeah, no, I'll give you, you know, I'll buy you whatever, I'll give you whatever. I'm telling you, man, 90 Day Fiance is probably one of the most like red pilling shows in the entire world. I ain't gonna lie to you. Go watch it, bro. If you're the type of guy who just understands women and understands like intersexual dynamics and how things work and stuff like that, go watch that show, bro. Go watch 90 Day Fiance. I swear to God, it's gonna open your mind to shit of just how simpy dudes are, bro. You know how simpy and desperate dudes are. Like, this bitch will sit here and throw a fit and, oh, we have to have this. Why aren't you spending money on me? You know what I mean, bro? Oh my God, it is just terrible. It is terrible. My goodness, it's terrible. All right, we're going to get into this video. I don't know what this video is necessarily. It just says women get retroactively jealous too. So I want to see what this is about. I'm intrigued and I'm interested. So let's check it out.
Sex with all these other girls, like you had feelings for these girls, like you had feelings for me, and it was so frustrating.
Suddenly, now this is something you're up at night thinking about. All the chicks that he's been with.
Explain retroactive jealousy, Kev.
You are subconsciously fighting his past women in your mind. The reason for all these rules around sex, like when we thought the Bible was just trying to keep us down by telling us wait till we get married. If we were to find each other as virgins and get married, that alleviates 80% of so much anxiety that people have about their partner. Like, y'all met at a club or you met at a party, you know that he's wild, he knows that you're wild, and none of that matters till y'all fall in love. Now you have anxiety that you fell in love with somebody who gets down the way you saw them get down.
you had sex with all these other girls.
Okay. Somebody had like sent this to me, and they wanted me to react to it, so I am. Because the idea of like retroactive jealousy is something where a lot of people do deal with. It's more of a thing of like they are jealous of the past partners because they feel like you think that your past partners are better than them. And honestly, this is a phenomenon I see in a lot of guys, mainly just for the simple fact that, you know, for us guys, we look at it like a girl with a lot of experience is deemed as like, you'll never be good enough because she's always going to be comparing you, you know? And the thing is, for retroactive jealousy, if I'm being honest with you, if you're a guy that is making a woman retroactively jealous, that is a good thing. Why is that a good thing? Because the thing is she is always going to try to be better than that previous girl. And look, this is a thing where I'm not sitting here saying you need to tell your girl, oh, my ex used to do this better, or my ex used to do X, Y, and Z. Don't say that. That's retarded. That's dumb. That is not what I'm telling people to say. What I'm telling people to say is that if you're able to like put it, I guess, in her mind that other women are willing to do things for you that she's not, or, you know, your ex was willing to do things for you that she's not. Honestly, that's going to get in her mind, and that's going to have this retroactive jealousy where she's going to always try her hardest to actually want to be better than the ex. And I know a lot of people are just like, no, that's not true. No, that they should just leave. Why would they want to deal with that? Blah, 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 blah. But the thing is it's true in a lot of relationships, and people just don't realize that that's what it is. When you're with somebody and you're trying your damnedest to show them that you are the best possible partner for them, that is you being retroactively jealous. You are trying to be better than every single person that they have dated in the past. And you do it without realizing that you're doing it. And I'm saying that this is good for men to have because of the simple fact that women have so many options, and women get so bored in relationships so quickly that if they're constantly jealous and trying to be better than the previous girls that you've dated, bro, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. The thing is if she's trying so hard for you, that shows you that it's like, yeah, this girl, she ain't going nowhere. This girl, you've got her. You know, there's no, because it's the whole concept of she should like you more than you like her. You know what I mean? In the concept of her liking you more than you like her is a good concept, just for the simple fact that she's always going to be like, I don't want to say vying for your attention, but she's always going to be looking for your validation, and she's always going to be looking for you she's always going to feel like she got the best. Okay. She's always going to look at it like, I got the best possible guy, and I'm going to do what it takes and what I need to do to keep him, because I don't want to lose him, and I don't want him looking at other women. So if I don't want him looking at other women, then I need to kind of outshine every other woman, you know, make sure that, yeah, I cook and clean and, you know, do what he needs to do, fill in his gaps, whatever the case may be. And that's why I think retroactive jealousy is good for if it's woman to a man and not man to a woman. Because if it's man to a woman, bro, you just look insecure. You look like you're just, you know, inadequate. You look like you're just kind of being a bitch. You're complaining all the time. You know what I mean? It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. And that's why I look at it like, I get that he gave the idea of like, oh, in order to not have this, you know, you should be two virgins, and that's the way God wanted it. But let's be honest, bro. People aren't virgins anymore. Okay. People aren't religious like that anymore. I would argue the majority of people who claim that they're Christian are fucking frauds, bro. Let's be real. Look, I grew up in a Christian background. Okay. I grew up in the church. My grandparents owned a church. We went to church all the time. You know what I mean? And I kind of saw what it was for like the reality of what it was. Like everybody sat there and they were on their high horse of, oh, I have this relationship with God, and oh, I'm better than everybody else because I have a relationship with God and I'm X, Y, and Z and this and that, blah, blah. And they were still doing the same bullshit. You know what I mean? They were fucking around and you know, sinning in hedonism and all this bullshit, bro. It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Like you guys are all doing the same bullshit that you're like damning other people for. And that's the reason why I look at religion as one of those things where all it is a morality crutch, and I don't think it really matters in today's society. I'm sorry to say it, but it's just the truth. Everybody sits there and they're, oh, God wanted it this way, and oh, if we would have done it this way. It's like, bro, girls are bigger whores than ever. Dudes don't really follow the ideal of Christianity just for the simple fact that women aren't following it. So they look at it like, what's the point? Why am I sitting here saving myself as a guy virgin when all of a sudden, when all these women are just being whores and fucking around? Like, what's the point? All I'm doing is holding myself back. You know what I mean? Like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, I give kudos to the guys that do that, and I give kudos to the girls that do that. But the thing is you guys are going to sit there and be like, oh, but there are some, oh, but there are virgins that still, bro, you're talking about the statistical insignificant. You know what I mean? You're talking about the 5, maybe 10% of people in America. Like, what are we talking about, bro? You're talking about 30,000 people compared to 290,000 people. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, odds are, if you're a Christian guy that's waiting for your virgin bride and you're a virgin and you guys are going to lose each other's virginity on your wedding night, bro, you're looking at a statistical insignificance in that. And you might as well just get out there, get some experience, find a girl that's not that much of a whore, you know what I mean? And if you can lead and deal with her and whatnot, hey, you're good. Why? That's just the dating pool today. I'm sorry to say it, bro. This whole idea of, oh, I want a virgin. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a virgin, bro. That's gone, bro. That's dead. Women are not virgins anymore. All right? Unless you want to be a weirdo and date a 15-year-old, you're not gonna find a virgin 18-year-old. I'm sorry to say it. You're not. You're just not. And if you do happen to find one, bro, it's a line out the door for that girl. All right? It's a line out the fucking door for that girl. You know? So again, when it comes to this idea of retroactive jealousy, it is good to have that as a guy. Why? Because you want your girl to always be vying for you. The reason being is because she has so many guys hitting her up. She has so many opportunities. She has Instagram has made it to where, you know, they tell women that they're beautiful and special every single day. So the fact that she looks at you as like, I need to qualify for him, that is good. That is good. Retroactive jealousy is good. You know, the fact that she's just like, oh, you're sleeping with all these women. Oh, you're doing all of this. Oh my God, all these girls look at you. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but that's good. That's good because not enough women look at their man with value. They don't. A lot of women look at their man as just like, oh, if he doesn't do what I say or what I want, or if I'm not happy, then I'm just going to leave. I don't care about him. I don't care if he's happy. It's all about me. It's happy wife, happy life. You know what I mean? That women have been so like ingrained and indoctrinated into this BS of just like me, that when you find a girl that does value you and looks at it as you, and you're able to look at her, that is the relationship that you want. Because I think guys naturally look at relationships as it's all about my girl. You know what I mean? Why? Because we're natural protectors and we're natural providers. We see a woman and, you know, if we have feelings for her and we want to naturally take care of her, we want to naturally love her, we want to naturally provide for her. But women don't think that way. Okay. Women don't see their man as, oh, I want to nurture his providing. I want to I want to add to his like providing and his taking care of and all that stuff. I want to add to that. They don't value men like that anymore. That's just not the way that goes. It's all about me, 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 me. It's all about what you can do for me, and I will do nothing for you. And so again, this retroactive jealousy kind of puts your woman in a position where she sees her man of value and treats him as value, you know? And so again, I get it. A lot of people look at that concept and they're like, oh my God, that's so horrible. Da, da, da. But it works. It works. Why? Because women, for one, get bored faster in relationships. And two, they are the ones that have the more opportunity. You know, is it opportunity with men that they want? No, not really. But they're still going to lord the opportunity over you regardless. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's just, I get it. I know. People don't really like that, but hey, you know, what can you do? What can you do, man? All right. Hold on. All right. Hold on, damn it. Okay. All right, here we go. I've been wanting to do this video. I was trying to find it. I wanted to do this video on a Sunday episode with Michael for so long. We've just been going over so many other things. We've been going over cases and all kinds of other stuff. But this video I've been wanting to go over for a long time, bro. This video, I'll talk about it after. I'll let you guys watch it and we'll talk about it after.
Get up.
Why are you over here? Stop yelling. There's people around.
So you're not gonna take the ring? Bro, that man spent a lot of money on that ring, Yanni, and he took you to your dream place.
So you're not gonna even take it out the case?
No. I feel like this is a lie.
What you mean? We came to Hawaii. We in Hawaii.
Get down. We're gonna have a conversation.
The dream place that you wanted to go,
have a conversation
and it's the exact
here.
ring that you wanted.
Good
that
thing I
you
cut
put
the live.
TikTok, your repost on everything. I made sure this is the exact ring you wanted with the gold band, the 2-carat stone, all that dumb shit.
Troy, just get down.
That's awkward as fuck with the cameraman.
Talk about this away from
That
everybody.
nigga just...
Therapy. We need all types of stuff. Like, we got a lot of stuff to work on before we decide, we're gonna get back engaged. We're engaged again, everyone. Forget about everything that happened.
You can forget about me. Cause I done went out my way.
Well, we still gotta finish the trip though.
She could finish that shit by herself. Real shit.
All right, man. I've been wanting to go over this video for a long time, bro. This video is a perfect example of why I tell dudes all the time, never get back together with a girl. Whether she's cheated on you, broke up with you, whatever, it does not matter. Never get back together with a girl. They were previously engaged. I don't know what led to them breaking up, but my thing is he should have never got back together with her, because the thing is she don't respect him the same. She doesn't respect him the same. The way that she used to see him and respect him in their relationship previous, the moment that she left, thought that she could do better, found out she couldn't do better, and then this dumbass nigga took her back. She looked at it like, oh, well, like, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do and act however I want to act, and he's still gonna, you know, buy me whatever and take me to do whatever and do whatever. But I have no respect for him anymore. You know what I mean? And the thing is some girls will have like a little respect for you. Some girls will have no respect for you. But the thing is she's never going to be able to look at you the same, because she knows the fuck shit that she was doing out in the streets, bro. She knows what she was doing, bro. She knows that when she left you, she thought, I could do better. And she was out here fucking Chad and Dominic and, you know, Tyrone and all these niggas. Found out that these niggas didn't want nothing to do with her besides her pussy. And so then she goes crawling back to you. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. I think I have a video. I think I have a video of a woman explaining this to you guys, and she would better be able to explain this shit to you guys. I want to see if I saved that video. Hold on. I think it's in here. Okay.
When a woman
Here it is right here. All right. I'm going to explain to you guys. I'm going to have a woman explain to you guys exactly what it is that I'm talking about. All right. So here, we're going to watch this real quick.
Comes back into your life saying that she wants to be with you again and she made a mistake and there's all these things that she's thought about. This is what really happened. And she will never be honest with you. She might give you hints of honesty and be like, this is my transparent answer. But it's not always going to be 100% true, because if she was 1,000% true with what went on and what happened and what she did, you would never take her back. She went out into the world. She had experiences, situations, hookups, dates, whatever you want to say. And she thought about you the entire time. Maybe even had a relationship or a situationship for a few weeks. And then realized that she made the wrong choice. And now is coming back to you to try to make things better because she really wants you back in her life. She wouldn't have left you if she saw your value to begin with. She left you because she thought there was better options out there that were easier for her. She went out into the world and realized that there are no better options and the dating world's a shit show, and she wants you back now because she knows what to expect with you and she was comfortable with you. No, sir. There are consequences to your actions and I ain't taking you back. When a woman...
There are no caps in my raps, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to say it, but I speak nothing but truth on this mic, man. That's what I'm saying. If a girl breaks up with you, okay? If a girl breaks up with you, she leaves you, she cheats you on you, whatever, don't ever take her back. Don't ever take her back. Why? Because she felt that she could do better while she was getting fucked by Chad, Dominic, Tyrone, all these niggas. And then she realized, oh, these guys didn't want anything more from me than my pussy. I'm going to just go back to him. And then your dumb ass takes her back. Bro, how the fuck can she respect you after that? Because she knows what she was doing out there. She knows, damn, this nigga took me back and I got fucked by like 3-4 dudes. Like, damn. She's not going to look at it like, damn, he's a down dude. Like, he's my man. No. She's going to look at it like, you stupid fucking fool. You took me back, you dumb idiot. Let's go. Like, bro, I'm telling you, man, if you take a girl back after she left you or cheated on you or anything like that, you're stupid, bro. You're an idiot. You're absolutely dumb. Don't ever take a girl back that leaves you, man. It never works. It never works out. I'm sorry to say it, bro. It never works out and it never will work out. And a lot of dudes sit there and they think, oh, well, we got back together. I got back together with my girlfriend and everything was cool. Nah, bro. Yeah, that shit's on a shot clock. The reason being is because the thing is she's okay with you now. But the moment that she does find some or an opportunity comes, bro, she's gone. She's gone. And you thought, oh, what happened? We were working it out. We were figuring it out. You sitting there looking dumb, bro. Looking stupid in the face. And that's the thing that I'm trying to tell guys all the time is that, bro, if a girl leaves, you let her leave, bro. If a girl cheats on you, you break up with her and you let her go be happy, man. Because obviously your happiness ain't with me. So you go be happy, bro. I get it. It's going to hurt and it's going to suck, but again, the thing is if you take her back, she will not respect you. Why? Because she knew what she was doing out in them streets. She knew she was getting fucked by all them dudes. She knew she was getting tossed around, having hookups and situationships and this and that, thinking she could do better and thinking, oh yeah, I got all these niggas in my DMs and now I'm free. I can do whatever I want. I can talk to whoever I want. I can do it, blah, blah, blah. She come back to your dumbass 6 to 8 months later talking about, oh, I love you and I missed you, and the whole time that my face was in the pillow and Tyrone was smacking this coochie from the back, I was just thinking about you. Like, bro. Oh, man. Fucking jokes, bro. Fucking jokes, bro. Fucking jokes, bro. Alright? Fucking joke. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Alright. Let me see. Alright. I'm trying to find this. Hold on, I'm trying to find this video. I cannot find it. 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 I I cannot find this video. Oh my god. I'm trying to look for it. Should have had it. I should have had it ready to go. Okay, here it is. Because this one was interesting to me when I saw it. I'm sorry. I was trying to find it. All right, here we go. Turn on the sound. I always do this.
You're scrolling through social media and you like some girl's photo.
I would say that's disrespectful. It's not necessarily cheating, but it's not very nice. It's disrespectful.
All right. Someone that you went to high school with, some girl you went to high school with, messages you in your DMs and you respond. Is that cheating or disrespectful?
I would say that's disrespectful because, you know, maybe she was just a friend or maybe she needed something and it just...
And I want you guys to pay attention to her face, okay? I want you to pay attention to her face and how she's reacting to what it is that he's saying.
She needed somebody else's phone number. I could connect her.
Okay. So we're out on a date and this hot girl walks past us and you turn around and check her out.
I would say that's disrespectful. It's not cheating because I'm just trying to be aware of my surroundings and just got to know what's going on.
Okay, so some girl walks up to you and says, "Hey, can I have your number? I think you're really cute." Is that, and you give her your phone number?
I give her my number?
Yes. So would you say that's cheating or disrespectful?
I would say that is definitely disrespectful. It's not cheating. She may have a good reason, like maybe she's wanting to give me a job opportunity or...
Okay. A guy walks up to me, all right?
Yeah.
And says, "Hey, can I get your number?" And I give him my number.
Yeah, that's definitely cheating right all the way. That's 100% cheating.
Cheating or disrespect?
All right, the reason I wanted to do this video is because I truly don't think that men and women understand that cheating is not symmetrical. You know what I mean? What is cheating for women is not the same as what's cheating for men. Like, the thing is for a woman, when she is opening herself up to other men as far as conversation, DMing, getting a number, all these other things, the fact that you are opening yourself up and making yourself available to this man is cheating. Okay? A lot of women sit there and they say, "No, that's not cheating. I'm just talking to him. Oh, I just gave him my number. Oh, this and that, da da da." No, that's cheating. Why is that cheating? For a woman and not a man. Because the man is the one that has to be the one that makes shit happen. All right? He has to be the one to make shit happen. And so for you just making yourself available for that said shit to happen, bro, that's cheating in and of itself. Now, as far as a guy, in a lot of these scenarios, you got to listen to how she phrased the scenarios, okay? She said, a woman reaches out to you, or a woman comes up to you, a woman decides to ask you for your number. You see what I mean? So he's not the one that is going up to this girl and asking for the number. He's not the one that is going up to her and, you know, starting the conversation and doing that stuff. So in his mind, he's like, well, I'm not cheating because I'm not the one that is the pursuer in this. The way she is framing these questions is the woman is being the pursuer of him. So that's why he perceives it as disrespectful and not cheating. You guys need to listen to how she asks the questions. She asks the questions in a specific way, in a very certain way, where she says, a girl on that you used to know in high school on Facebook hits you up and you respond. Is that disrespectful or cheating? He's like, well, that's disrespectful for the simple fact that I'm not the one pursuing her, or I'm not the one furthering the interaction She is. That is disrespectful to my wife. Yes. But is that cheating? No. Why? Because you have to understand that in order for like a relationship or sex or anything to get to that level, the guy has to be the pursuer. Why? Because women are not going to do it. Why? Because women enjoy the kind of anonymity of, like plausible deniability. Okay. Women love the anonymity of plausible deniability. They like to be able to say, well, you know, it wasn't me. I'm not the one that said that. I'm not the one that did X, Y, and Z. Like, he was the one that came up to me and, you know, asked for my number and, you know, wanted to take me out and blah, blah, blah. They love that type of anonymity. But when you frame it the other way around, where the woman is kind of the one being the pursuer in the beginning, well, the woman is only pursuing in the hopes that the dynamic switches around to where then the guy starts pursuing back. But if the guy does not pursue back, well, guess what? The guy just looks at it like, yeah, it's mad disrespectful, but that's not me cheating. You see what I mean? Like, I can respond to a girl, or I can look at a girl, or I can, you know what I mean, do these like small things. But again, you know, unless I'm trying to make some shit happen with this girl, unless I am outwardly pursuing her, where like, you know, we're texting all the time, I'm trying to hang out with her, I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z, it's not necessarily cheating. But for a woman, that is. Why? Because the man is the one that is doing the pursuing to her. You're just making yourself available. The fact that you're making yourself available to that man so things can move forward is cheating. If a girl makes herself available to me and I don't do anything about it, and I just respond, I don't necessarily pursue, well, guess what? Yeah, it's disrespectful, and I can agree with that, but it's not cheating. You know what I mean? It's not cheating. If I was outwardly pursuing that woman, oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. If I was outwardly pursuing, then sure, you could make the argument of cheating. But again, it's how she framed those questions. She framed it in the woman is pursuing him. That's why he only looks at it as disrespect. You see what I mean? But when she flipped it and was like, oh, you know, I give my number to this guy. Well, yeah, because you're making yourself available. You know what I mean? So, of course, that's cheating. And I thought this was a really good video because a lot of people kind of jumped straight to the, oh, my God, he's doing X, Y, and Z. But they're not listening to how she's framing this, framing the questions. She's framing these questions in a way where it is the woman pursuing him and he's just responding, you know. And I thought it was a good video. I don't know. I want you guys to let me know what you think about it in the comments, because I thought it was a good video. I thought it was one of those things where I was just like, it was interesting. I had to listen to it a few times because I was of the same thing. I was thinking like, bro, that is low-key cheating. Like, what are you talking about, bro? But then I watched it back a couple times and I listened to how she framed the questions. And I was like, oh, no, homeboy is right. Homeboy is right. It's not cheating. It's for the simple fact that these women are pursuing him and he's just responding. He's not necessarily actively chasing back. He's not chasing these girls trying to make something happen. You know, as to where when she framed her question and trying to flip it the other way around, well, guess what? You're making yourself available. So yes, that is cheating. You know, yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. It was a very interesting, video I wanted to find. But that's going to be it for the video segment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video segment. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, all that good stuff. So we're going to hop to announcements and then we're going to get on into you guys' scenarios for the show. So youtube.com/membership, baby. If you guys want to get an exclusive episode on every month on Friday, definitely get down there and join the membership, man. I appreciate you guys so much for that. You guys will be able to get all of the episodes for absolutely early. And so again, how I'm going to do the free episode is we're still going to be doing the free episode in the beginning of the month, and then we'll do the exclusive episode and all that kind of stuff. If you're a part of the membership, Okay, say you're part of tier 1, you'll get the free episode and the exclusive episode early. So you'll get the free episode early, and then you'll get access to the exclusive episode, and you'll also get that episode early. Okay, so just that way, it's a little extra, sauce on top of your price tag. All right, but if you guys want to get all of the content early, you want to get the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, all those episodes early, then you're gonna follow tier 2. That's gonna be our super ultra supporter. Get down on in there, pay for that tier, get some behind the scenes content from me and Michael, all that kind of stuff, just our day-to-day, all that good stuff, behind the scenes of how we run the show and how we do it and all that good stuff. So get down there, join the membership, man. I appreciate that. Audio listeners, thank you guys so much for all the support, man. You guys have been the absolute goats, coming out every single week, downloading the episodes, rating us 5 stars. I appreciate everything you guys have been doing. I really, really do appreciate that. All right, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as subscribing on YouTube. Follow us on X as well as Facebook, man. Follow me on X mainly. I be cooking on X. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be cooking on X. Oh my goodness. I be finding some funny shit. I'm mainly very active on X. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be on there all the time. So definitely follow us over there on X. All right, that's gonna be that. Instagram. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, because every Sunday we live stream the Sunday episode on Instagram. Okay, we live stream the Sunday episode on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram, to check that out. Check out the episode live and all that good stuff. All right. Without further ado, though, we're gonna get into our scenario for today. We got our first one. I've been ghosted by women 3 times in 2 months, and I legit never saw any of them coming. I need advice. First girl, she reaches out to me on OKC. We chat and vibe really well. She asks for my number. She is a very forward woman, active in her community, runs a D&D group, and hosts parties for her friends. We text. Everything is going great. She invites me out. I go over. We talk, and she then says that she senses no romantic vibes but still wants to be friends. I accept that, we leave, and she stops responding to my text. Next girl, not nearly as forward as the first, but we are texting back and forth nonstop, and I suggest the first date at a restaurant bar near her. She says yes, the date goes pretty well. She has to be up at 5 a.m. and work for work, so she has to go to sleep early. Ooh, bro.
Stop the cap.
She didn't have no work at 5 in the morning. She just wanted to get away from you, bro. A few days later, she texts me saying she's not ready for anything physical but wants to be friends. I accept that, tell her no problem, and thank her for letting me know. Then she stops responding to my text. So at this point, I figured I fucked up something in person, no idea why. 2 women fall in love with me over text, and they both initiate sexting with me. Then I meet both, and both ghost me. I gone over the dates over and over and cannot pinpoint what went wrong. Now the third girl, I meet her at a watch party for the Argentina soccer championship. I am hired to bartend the party. Once all is said and done, I pack up and start talking to one of the girls who stayed behind. We talk and talk. I offer to give her my number and she says okay, but she's not looking for anything right now. I tell her it's cool, I'm always down for new friends, so I give her my number and she texts me her name and then asks for my social media. I give it to her, never heard from her again. The last girl seemed interested in at least being friends, and despite me giving her my number, still texts me first and initiates contact via following me on Instagram, then ghosted. What the fuck is going on? I can handle rejection, but what I can't handle is not being able to find what major flaw I'm exhibiting that's making these women run for the hills. You're probably... Okay, there's a multitude of things that's going on. One, it's probably your physical appearance, okay? There is something about you that is physically like she is recoiling, bro. All right. And it's either, it might not be your hair. I'm going to run it down. It might be all these things. Okay. It could be your hair, hygiene. It could be how you dress. It could be how you convey yourself. Maybe you talk in more of a passive tone instead of a like, damn it. It's like, instead of speaking in a passive, you should be speaking in an active voice. Maybe you're very awkward, so you kind of say a lot of stupid shit. It's more of just you're kind of making jokes that aren't funny. You're probably being like overly sexual. You're just making her uncomfortable in the conversation topics that you're having. The conversation topics are not landing. They're not making her feel comfortable. She's kind of just doing this whole, yeah, no, like totally. Like if you're getting a lot of that, bro, okay. So again, I think it's all in... Obviously, I think you understand that it's you, and that's great. All right. But also, you may be so nervous, bro. You're sweating so much and you're stinking. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might be stinking, bro. She might be getting a whiff of that and thinking like, oh my God, oh, this dude doesn't shower. He didn't think to put deodorant on, like, or you're sweaty and you got sweat pits going on. You know what I mean? Like these kind of things. Girls notice. Girls are going to notice the very small, minute things that us men are just not going to notice. And so again, if you're, again, speaking in the passive and not the active, if maybe you're sweaty and a little stinky and you don't really notice, I get it. You're nervous. That's fine. But understand, bro, you got to get that, under control. If you got hairy armpits, bro, shave that shit. Put extra deodorant on, carry some deodorant with you in your car, carry some smell good, all that good stuff. Again, if you're the type of guy, you got that weird ass patchy pubic looking hair beard, cut that shit off, bro. Cut that shit off. If your hair is not like nice and well kept, again, go to a Supercuts or some shit, or go somewhere to get a haircut, bro. You know what I mean? Like, wear clothes that are form-fitting to you. You know what I mean? Stop wearing weird-looking clothes, because a lot of times women are going to disqualify you just off of that. All right? They're going to disqualify you just off of that. And then on top of that, bro, these bitches don't want to be friends with you. Okay? Stop sitting there being like, oh, yeah, sure. Like, I don't mind being friends. Don't say that. Okay? Don't ever say that, bro. What you need to do is, if a girl is not interested and she's like, oh, but we could be friends though, you say, no, thank you. I'm okay. You know what I mean? I appreciate your time, but I'm okay. And you leave. You don't try to keep talking to these girls. You don't try to keep texting them. You're not going to build rapport. You're not going to build attraction, because what you're doing, the reason why these girls are ghosting you is because this is what you're doing. You're saying, oh, I don't mind being your friend. And then when you guys are texting as friends, you're being flirty. And so they look at it like, this nigga doesn't want to be my friend, bro. He's still trying. And so the fact that you're still trying, they look at it like, I'm just going to ghost him because he clearly wants to date me. He doesn't want to like be my friend. So don't ever be friends with women, bro. We already know that you're not trying to be friends with them. You're just kind of trying to come at the friend angle to see if you can get your way back in there. I'm telling you, bro, the moment a girl decides that you are a friend, it's over. Okay? Cooked. It's done. It's over with. She just sees you as a friend. That's it. There is no like building rapport and building relationships to get back in the good graces and all that kind of stuff. That's done, bro. Okay, that's done. That's over with. She's done with that. Okay. So again, that's what I'm thinking it is, man. I'm thinking it's a simple fact. It's all a combination of, you should have your hygiene on point. Make sure you don't got sweat spots under your arms. You know what I mean? Make sure you smell good. I'm telling you, make sure you even smell good to yourself, because we get nose blind. I won't lie to you. We get nose blind to our own stank. Okay. So again, make sure you even smell good to yourself. You're able to kind of, all right, I smell good. I'm good. Cause smell is a big thing, bro. With women, smell is a huge thing. If you can smell good to a woman, I swear to God, bro, they're going to be like, ooh, damn, that automatically is going to give you a lot of attraction points for a woman, because you smell good. So again, make sure you smell good. Make sure your hair is kept. Your beard is kept. Make sure you're wearing clothes that form fit your body. Look, I get it. If you're, a big guy, you got a gut or whatever case may be, you can't really wear like tight form-fitting clothes. You know what I mean? You might want to wear something a little bigger. But again, wear something that just accentuates you and makes you look nice and presentable. Okay? A lot of guys miss out on these things because they think like, oh, it's all about having the game. It's all about talking to her. It's all about, escalating and creating this and that. But again, you meet the girl in real life and she's like, oh, I thought he would dress a little better. Oh, his hair and, his beard is just not kept and it doesn't look nice. You know what I mean? Then, she hugs you and she's like, oh God, oh, he doesn't really smell the best. Okay. You know, his armpits got sweat stains, and I understand being nervous, but God damn. So again, it's like, women notice these very subtle, nuanced, small things that we as men just don't notice. And you need to make sure that all of those are on point, bro. I'm sorry to say it, but that's just how women are today. Women have so many options, especially on dating apps. Okay. Especially the dating app girls. They have so many options. They have so many, guys constantly hitting them up, and they're just lined up ready to date her, bro. The moment she sees any inconsistency she doesn't really like, from the texting to face to face, bro, she's gone. She's gone, and the thing is women can change up in the drop of a dime, because the thing is when they're texting you, they have this idea of you. Okay. They see this man in their mind. They're just like, oh, he's this, he's that. He probably smells good. He probably takes care of himself, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And then they see you and they actually, get to smell you, and they're just like, this is not what I wanted. Oh God. And then they're giving you the excuse of, oh, well, I have work in the morning, and oh, we could be friends, and oh, I'm not really trying to do anything physical, because you probably smell. You probably look disgusting, bro. And these women just don't want to have sex with you. And you're over here talking about, oh, well, they were sexting me and they were doing all this and they fell in love and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because again, they had this idea of what you were in their head. And then once they saw you, they were like, oh, this dude's disgusting. Yeah. No, I don't even want him touching me. That hug was even too much. Okay. So that's what's going on with you, bro. All right. It's either your hygiene, your hair, your teeth, your beard, how you dress, you're sweaty, you know what I mean? All this kind of stuff. You don't smell good. Like, I guarantee you, those are the biggest things that you're battling right now. I think you have it down when it comes to talking to the girl. Okay. I think you got game. You know how to talk to girls. You understand them, all that kind of stuff. Don't knock yourself on that side. All right. I think you got that locked down. Why? Because you were able to get these girls to even have sexual conversations with you in the first place. All right. A lot of guys can't even do that. All right. The fact that you're able to do that, though, is a W. All right. That's a W. You just need to tighten up that physical appearance, bro. Honestly, I'm sorry to say it, get in the gym. You know what I mean? Let's be real here. Get in the gym, because I really do think you're kind of like overweight. So get in the gym, wear form-fitting clothes, cut your hair, cut that beard off if you got the little puby beard. And, smell good, bro. Smell good. I'm telling you, all the dates that I've gone on, I've just fucking just lay it on, bro. Fucking lay it on. That way when they come and they hug you, they're like, ooh, you know what I mean? And they want to stand near you because you smell good. I'm telling you, smell is a big thing for women. Huge thing. Ask any woman, they'll tell you. All right, on to our next one. Friend treats her friend like a sugar daddy. Oh, geez. All right. I feel uncomfortable when she says what this friend does for her. My friend is currently unemployed and has been for a while. She has a friend who I've never met that buys her things and furnishes her house for her. You think the friend is her boyfriend or something, the way she gushes and brags about this. I'm genuinely starting to think the friend is either wealthy or vulnerable. The crazy thing is that she has a guy she's been dating who she also brags about this friend to, which I'm guessing she's hoping it makes him step up, as a man has never taken her out on a date nor has bought her any gifts or helped her in general. Yeah, I knew the guy she was dating was broke. I fucking knew it. I knew this nigga was broke. It's more of a friends with benefits situation that she's ignoring. He's really stingy and once refused to pick her up after a night out while she was drunk. This friend has money issues and there has been times where she will subtly try to announce she has no money at a restaurant just as we are about to pay. But once she realizes I will not be paying the whole tab, she suddenly has money. Oh. But what has given me the ick is the fact that she's bragging to others that she has a grown woman funding her lifestyle and she sees it as normal. I also think this is making her entitled to expect help from her friends and not her family and so-called man. So is this a woman doing this? Because she said she's bragging to others that she has a grown woman funding her lifestyle, but you said it was a friends with benefits, which made me think that it was a man. And then you said friend treats her like a sugar daddy. So is this a woman or is this a man? Because at first I assumed that this was a man. Okay, at first I was like, okay, this is a man. She's got like her sugar daddy and then she's got her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is broke, but he's probably attractive. He's probably not attractive, but he's got money and willing to pay for her shit. But then you say that it's a woman funding it, but it's a friends with benefits situation. This is not making sense. I don't understand it. Why would a woman pay for another woman's lifestyle? That makes no sense. I'm assuming she probably fucked up and meant to say she has a grown man funding her lifestyle. That's what I'm thinking, because she used woman. So I'm thinking maybe a grown man. We're gonna go off the assumption of it's a man. All right. I know you weirdos like to be in my comments over analyzing shit. Oh, but dude, you're wrong because she said, bro, context. Context matters. So I'm going to go off the assumption that she typoed and it's a man doing this, because I don't see a woman funding another woman's life. I don't see that happening anytime ever, anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys can tell me where you've known a situation where a grown-ass woman is funding a younger woman who has a boyfriend's life, like, I'd love to hear that story. So, you know what I mean? But I know a fucking simp-ass dude will sit there and fund a young woman's life who's got a boyfriend. I know there's a bunch of niggas that'll do that. So I'm going to assume that she made a mistake and this is a man, okay? My thing is look, you have to understand that a lot of young women nowadays, and this is a lot of young women, all right? I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's just some. No, it's a lot. And you want to know why it's a lot? Because there is a sugar daddy app, okay? There is an app that women can download. You know what I mean? It's called Raya. If you guys have ever heard of an app called Raya. Raya is literally a sugar daddy app, okay? It's where women go on there and only like affluent men can go on there. Like men, like ordinary niggas like you and me, we can't go on Raya unless we get invited by one of the like affluent dudes that are on the app. If we get invited by one of them niggas, then we can get on there. But you have to be very wealthy, you have to be well off as a man to get onto Raya. Women, on the other hand, though, just have to be attractive and they can get on Raya. So again, no, there is the majority of women that are into the sugar baby aspect of things. Why? Because there are thousands on thousands of women that are on Raya. Like, get the fuck out of here. This wouldn't be a successful app, or this wouldn't be an app, that is still around if a bunch of women weren't on it. Okay? Let's just be real with that. Okay. So, again, there's a lot of women that do this. And since there's a lot of young women that do this, you got to understand, man, a lot of women are not in the idea of, I'm going to find a boyfriend and marry him and, we're going to have a family and this and that. A lot of women nowadays, a lot of young women nowadays, they look at it like, I'm going to compartmentalize guys because I can't find everything that I'm looking for in one guy. So I'm going to have a guy who, buys me food. I'm going to have a guy who, pays for my lifestyle stuff. I'm going to have a guy that I actually have sex with because he's attractive. I'm going to have another guy who, gets me Ubers or drives me around or, he does maintenance on my car, whatever the case may be. Well, a lot of women are going to compartmentalize guys just for the simple fact that they can't find all those things into one guy. And so, since they can't do that, they just take advantage of the situation. These guys are willing to do it. These guys are, simps and they don't know about each other, and it is what it is. That's just kind of the economy and the lifestyle and kind of world we live in today. And I get it. There are women out there that look at this and they're just like, oh, that's cringy and icky and this and that. But I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but dude, we have made it such a society where women only care about money. Love is dead and women killed it. I say this all the fucking time, bro. I said it at the top of the show with the first guy, where homegirl was just like, oh, you got to pay me $2,000 because you took me out here and I still got bills to pay and blah, 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 blah. Bro, it's like, love is dead and women killed it. Why? Because women love money and they're loyal to their feelings. They're not loyal to their man. Like, gone are the days of meeting a girl and you guys vibe. You guys go to Jack in the Box. You buy that bitch $1 tacos, and those $1 tacos slapped. Man, those Jack in the Box $1 tacos used to slap back in the day. You buy her, 2 or 3 of those things. You guys sit down, you have a conversation, you guys are talking, you know what I mean? After that, you guys go walk in a park, you guys are getting to know each other. You give her a little piggyback ride. Yeah, like, bro, gone are those days, man. Gone are those days with women. Nowadays, young women, all they want is money for niggas to spend shit on them. What can I get out of you? How can you make my life better? Like, gone are the days of just romance, romanticness. Like, that's gone, bro. That is fucking gone. It is gone. It's never going to come back. And the only women that are like praising romance and all that kind of stuff, bro, these bitches are 35 to like 55. Okay, let's be real. Okay, they're the 35 to 55 crowd, and I would argue even the 35 to 45 crowd women, they're still loyal to the money. Let's be real, bro. Them bitches are still loyal to the money. It's like, dude, that this idea of romance and connection and like, finding solace in each other, that's gone, bro. It is gone. That shit is like Goku, bro. Just gone. So again, it's like, I'm sorry to say it, but this is the new normal, and even women look at this new normal and they think to themselves like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, women are actually moving like this, actually doing it. And the crazy thing about it is a lot of women are doing it in private. You don't even know that they're doing it. Why? Because of the fucking smartphone, brother. The smartphone. They have hidden apps and hidden, messages and all this kind of stuff. Bro, these women are moving like this, man. They're moving like this. They either have multiple dudes filling multiple slots. They're on sugar baby sites. They got all these sugar daddies and they're not telling anybody that they have. Why? Because they're not hanging around these dudes. They're not talking to these dudes like that. You know what I mean? They hit the guy up. Hey, can I get some money? Da, 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 da. Like, if you ever seen a girl have a lavish lifestyle, but she's got like a mid-range ass job, she's making like 40, 50,000 a year, but she's got this lavish ass lifestyle, she's driving a brand new BMW, she's always shopping and buying stuff, going places, doing this and that. She's got a sugar daddy, bro. She's not gonna tell you that, but she's got a sugar daddy. I would argue probably 60 to 70% of young women between the ages of 18 and 29 have sugar daddies. All right, between the ages of 18 and 29, I guarantee you 60 to 70% of women have sugar daddies. I would love to actually Google that. I want to Google that before we close the show out. Hold on. All right, so what? Hold on. They might not be able to tell you, but all right, hold on. Is the percentage of women between the ages of let's see, 18 to 24. Oh shit. In the US have a sugar daddy. They might not be able to tell us. There might not be stats on this, but I'd love to see what it comes up with. You know what I mean? I'd love to see it. Roughly 41%. Yeah. That's kind of crazy to think about it. Yeah. So roughly 41% of women in America between the ages of 18 and 24 are participating in the active profiles on major sugar dating websites. Okay. So yeah, and let me zoom in. I can show you guys. Hold on. All right. So hold on. Let me highlight it for you. Okay, and then should be this one. Maybe this one. Yeah. So you can see it right there. Roughly 41% of active profiles on major sugar dating websites. So Yeah, bro. 41% of women are between the ages of 18 and 29 have a sugar daddy. I was over exaggerating maybe a little too much, but hey, it's a high percentage, bro. It's a high percentage. 41. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of crazy in my opinion. That is kind of crazy. Wow. All right, man. That's going to be today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, man. Let me know what you thought about everything down in the comments. I love you guys. Appreciate all the support. Again, get in the membership. Join the membership. Join Tier 1 if you guys want to get the Patreon experience. You get the exclusive episode as well as free early access to the free episode. And then join Tier 2 if you guys want to have the Patreon experience as well as get early access to the Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday show, as well as behind the scenes stuff and all that good stuff. So definitely join the membership. Audio listeners, thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate you guys and love you guys so very, very much for all the support you guys have been showing. And then follow us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribing on YouTube, follow us on X and Facebook, and follow us on Instagram mainly because every Sunday we go live on Instagram, and we'll be, pretty much doing a show. So, if you guys want to hang out with us, do watch us, do the show, get interacted with the show, definitely follow us on Instagram Sunday, roughly around noon to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is usually when we go live. So, love you guys. Appreciate you all. Peace.